guys, it is me, Tazzy, and welcome back to another Sims 4 house build. Now, this is a little bit deja vu-ish because I've actually already built this house. You can find the original on the gallery, but I actually already built this house and forgot to record it, so here I am recording it again and changing it up a little bit because the first house had one bedroom, one bathroom, and this one has two bedrooms, two bathrooms. And the idea around that was to start including some of the more updated stuff because when I first built it, the updates for toddlers had not been introduced. Um, and I hadn't got all my expansion packs I bought a bunch of I bought two different packs for The Sims, including Get to Work and Spa Day game pack thing. But basically, I wanted to experiment with all my new stuff that I got, so I decided to do that, and the idea was to change it up a little bit, which is why the title says Modern Psychedelic. I really wanted to incorporate the idea that very modern, very sleek, using lots of textures, wood, brick. I love it when architects in like real life they use brick and brick, wood, and plaster. I love that look, so I really enjoyed messing around with those. But the main thing is the inside. It's not really psychedelic. It's just really mismatched. The idea was that the family that bought this house, they had enough money to buy the house, but they kind of ran out to actually furnish it completely. So they end up getting some furniture from the wife's dad's place and sort of filling it out as they pleased. So you can see that it's matched, but it's not matched the whole way through the house. So we have colors like greens in the kitchens, blues in the family room. The kids' room is a bit everywhere, like it's really full on and playful. The desk area is like greens and blues again, and greys and whites, and it's just that whole idea that it plays with it a little bit. So that was the idea around it, making it a bit different. I hope to one day in the future to do a really psychedelic house, a really out there house, but for now, this is what we're going to stick with. I was really excited when the toddlers update came out. You would have noticed I did a first impressions video on that, and if you want to check that out, that'll be in the description below as well. But I really wanted to do a toddler's room and really play with the new items that are in the game. So that's what I ended up doing, and I really enjoyed playing with like the different things. Like there's the race car bed, and then there's lots of different types of things. Probably the main thing I wanted to as well was incorporate the stuff that I incorporate new things because I was starting to run out of what do you call it? Damn it, words. I suck at words. I was starting to run out of furniture to use. I was using the same base game stuff all the time, and it just wasn't good enough in my opinion. I really wanted to change it up a little bit, so that's what I decided to do. And I think it turns out as a really, really, really good house. So at the moment, just working on the exterior. I think I'm about to start the garden bed, I believe. You'll notice I have that small issue where the ceiling is, where it's just white, and I decided, well, okay, let me see if I can change that up, and you'll see it later that I fixed that issue where it's all like it's white by using a roof trim. So here we make all the garden beds around it. I wanted to have lots of garden beds, like as in the idea the husband tried to decorate and he kind of failed, and then the wife has tried to pick up but it hasn't quite worked, and it's just a very big like broad difference between different like flowers and decoration. I just really like the garden beds. It adds lots of color and that sort of stuff. So I really like this hedge outside the main bedroom because the main bedroom is the one to the right with the ensuite, and the llama sort of hedge in the window outside the study. There's something that I want to talk to you guys about apart from the house in general, and that's the fact that my schedule, like I promised, has not exactly gone to plan. I promised you guys that I'd have a schedule out 2 weeks after the 1st of Jan, and I failed on that side, and I'm really, really sorry, and I'm not going to do a huge amount of excuses, but the main thing for me is I don't have a job, and until I get my job, I'm not going to be able to honestly have a schedule and say I'm going to stick by this the whole year without fault, and then realize I get a job that's 6 days a week and I can't make videos all the time. So I've decided to wait until I get my job, and it could take a while, but I'll still make videos. I'm not going to stop completely. I'm just going to just take some time, do it properly, get my job, and work the schedule out from there. I will be endeavoring to at least make my 3 videos per week, but for now we're just gonna deal with how it is. Now at the moment I'm working on the kitchen. And I really struggled with the layout. I really wanted to do angles and have the fridge and different stuff. I really struggled, and I couldn't figure out how to make it so as to incorporate the family room and the dining room together. And later on you'll notice that I'm actually running out of room for the dining table, but I figure out a really cool spot to put it. So there's one thing that is absolutely probably noticeable in all of this, but the bathrooms tend to be the same. Like, they're not the same tiles in each bathroom, but they're similar, and I really like how it's created in a way that they're similar to each other. They're not exactly the same, but they have like similar attributes. This is the ensuite. It's double vanity. I love the bath. It's from Spa Day, I believe. Really enjoyed making that bathroom, and it was just generally fun to put together. I think now we're moving on to the master after this. I didn't want to put any ceiling lights in that room either. So here's the master. And again, it's the idea that they didn't have enough money to furnish it. So they've instead bought a bunch of stuff off, been lended different things from their parents. And they've created this house out of a mismatch of stuff. It's a bit matched. My OCD about matching things up in The Sims sort of went, okay, yes, we have to match it a little bit, but yeah, it's the idea that that sort of thing happens. This was the funnest room I've ever done in my life. I loved doing it. It was so much fun. I had like little cloud lights in the middle that I wanted to put over the bed, but I thought that's a bit too much, so I'll put them in the middle of the room. Lots of colour, lots of fun, lots of toys. Just anything that any toddler would really, really, really want in their bedroom. I had to put the sloth painting in there. I couldn't get away with not doing it. It just felt wrong to not do it. I might make it a theme from now on, like to have the sloth painting. It has to be in all of them. Okay, so we're going to talk about this bit of a fail living room. Or am I going to do the dining room now? No, the living room. So it starts off with a green theme to match the kitchen. It changes to a blue theme in a while, but I just couldn't figure out. I wanted, like I said, different couches, that sort of stuff, just change it up. This was my favorite part of the whole entire build, was having the dining table connected to the island bench and sort of really formal but not formal, just really awesome. And I love how this layout, because I did end up running out of space. But then I ended up having that corner near the bathroom, and I didn't know what to do that. That ends up being a games corner type thing there. So yeah, here we go, games corner. And yeah, so I was really enjoying this. I love the old desk, the chair that doesn't look like it belongs in a modern house, the rugs. I love the use of oversized rugs in areas that really probably don't need a rug, but it makes it look cool. A really large entertaining space, and just making it a really homely type plot of land. So the exterior is basically done. The next part will be me fixing the interior with the blue sort of rug and the blue couch, which I really liked. But we're basically getting towards the end. I'm adding in the finishing touches, the punching bag for the dad, just general bits and pieces here and there. And I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. We're going to jump into the photos sooner enough, but I'm just adding all the little finishing touches, cameras here, different artworks. I used the debug cheat and got like all the posters and that sort of stuff. I wanted to make it look like they've traveled the world and now they're settling down to be with a family, and just change it up, make it really, really homely. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, share it with your friends, comment down below if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, and the family as well, if you want me to make the family. And subscribe if you're new. So I'm going to be signing out. The photos should be up shortly. My name is Tazzy, and I am signing out. Peace.